I was all for it. I was like, Smeb, yep, Garen makes some sense. But no, it's going to be the Rumble, of course, because that has been left up.
More insight into why they went the Rumble route.
Or maybe it's just that Smeb really didn't want to play it as Beyond. He's going to flash into the cocoon, but Pawn not going to get hit by that one. Teleport has been brought out as KT moved everyone to the mid lane. And now Beyond is more than dead. So much damage. First blood goes to Smeb. It's a party. KT just wanted to have
if he's forced to stay in the mid lane. So maybe trying to crash a side lane turret and rotate the Corki to a side lane might be the way for MVP.
Well, Mata is in a lot of trouble. Doesn't have the wild growth just yet as the heal is coming through. They're trying to get the kill on Max. He's going to pick it up and battle dance out, and that's just a 2 versus 2 kill.
At level, Skarner's still around top side, and okay, he's going in. There's the flash.
Yeah, the pineapples are down now as there's the flash impale. Not a lot you can do to try and get out of the way of that one, ADD, and Score is going to pick up the kill. That's the power of Skarner. You feel pretty bad when you're trapped in that ultimate.
And here's the answering attempt.
Yeah, I have a feeling ADD is going to be in a lot of trouble as Mato's just tanking up the turret. The Impale comes in and just dragged up the pineapples and taken down. Feels like a little Nicky reference, Papa Smithy, as that Wizard Wanding. Harold, as there's the flash impale. Another equalizer comes in. They've got walls everywhere as Max is just going to evaporate now. Mato looking for the flash, gets in there, finds her slow. Beyond slowed as well. We said hard CC was a problem, but the soft CC certainly there for KT as they're taking a lot of damage. Smeb has the heal from Depth though, who's still chasing after Ian, and there's so low.
Extra kill over to the side of KT Rolster.
Well, speaking of an extra kill, could potentially find one here as ADD's stunned up. Pawn gets the flick back as well. Just scooped in. That's going to be the flash, but I have a feeling he's not going to escape as Mata is on his way down, and Meganar not going to save him from that. So Score grabs his 3rd kill of the game and sticks on to 100. Well, so are the KT members waiting in this brush because that's an exploded Mata. Impale does come in. Beyond is able to get up there, though, as Pawn wants to find the flick. Lots of damages. There's the flash out of the way of the Gnar, and Beyond is just going to burn down on the equalizer. I thought he might actually escape, but doesn't happen. Now Ian has...
Waiting for a face check, not getting one yet, but a lot of damage from Deft.
Yeah, I think that's why the rapid fire cannon came in. Maha took so much damage. There's going to be the slow. He's not even going to use the Impale. Doesn't need it, and that's just too easy. As soon as Featherstorm's done, the fact that that flash wasn't there means easy build. As Mata and Deft waiting to try and get a flank in here. Currently 3 versus 2 as Beyond takes a lot of damage, but in comes Smeb. Wants to find the equalizer, really good position as Maha has to just walk all the way down. It takes half his health bar, and in comes Pawn. There's the flick, and it's going to be avoided by Maha, but the ultimate not doing a whole lot of damage as KT have them about where they want him. Beyond's going to be the first one to go down as Deft is at full health. Not a lot of mana, but he just needs the auto attacks to make things happen. There's the scoop onto ADD. He's going to have his own scoop back, but it's the double kill for Deft, as they now have 2 on the board.
This time will be Baron for KT Rolster.
Yeah, it was just a fantastic flanking play there as well, because with Pawn making his way in at exactly the right time with the weave as well, nowhere for MVP to go. They were just corralled. They have all of the vision, inside track, so these inner turrets should fall relatively easily. Good knock up there as Deft should be in trouble, almost able to respond as ADD's in trouble. In goes Ian. It's a double kill now for Maha, as MVP are fighting back nicely, and that will flank coming in from ADD.
He's got a good Narbar, though.
Yeah, great position. Smeb's going to move himself over. He is in vision, though, as ADD moves himself towards the backline, gets the jump in as Deft's in trouble. Ian picks up that kill. It's another good equalizer as Ian's just going to melt to death. Smeb grabs it. Look at the AoE. This, my God, KT are ripping them up. It looks like he can kill the Cogmore, but who cares? Smeb's just got the damage himself. Pawn there at the same time. There's the flick onto
Even when Cogmore was the first one to go down, the magic resist purchases are there for MVP, but sometimes just the accumulation of damage on the side of KT, and this time expected for MVP. They get access to the backline, they delete the Cogmore. It doesn't matter.
Well, Weaver's Wall is going to get KT towards this bottom side. Equalizer, unfortunately, not going to do anything, but that's going to be the flick back onto ADD. Gets himself into the Mega Gnar, but now KT, the cavalry has arrived, and they'll have to trade top laner for top laner, at least, assuming Score can deal with this. There's the fadeaway jump shot as far as the Living Artillery is concerned.
Should be able to DPS down Baron, free Baron to KT.
Yep. Oh, that was an optimistic rocket by Ian.
I wondered there for a moment.
Yeah, pretty close. Accidentally took a hell of a lot of package damage. Now ADD jumps himself over to the side. Wild Growth has to be used on Smeb, who flashes himself out of the way. Max has to escape from the fighters. There's the equalizer, beautifully placed on top of everyone, and the Impale will get the pick off on the tanky Gnar. ADD falls down, and now KT will follow. That Dragon's falling extremely fast. MVP, no opportunity to get in there. Didn't want to do that 4v5 either. KT grab themselves the Elder Drake. Will go back.
Able to draw something, but so much damage on the side of KT.
So much damage on the side of MVP as well. I mean, you did bring our attention to that at the same time. Here's a potential fight. Redemption does come down as Maha once again prior to this situation. Still taking a lot of damage. Weaver's Wall once again just going to be used pretty textbook now. Try and take down this turret. No one's over the wall. Def should be able to grab this. Easily done as ADD's in trouble. He got scooped back, and we said this. So much burst damage potential with this combination of champions. The threaded volley needs to be respected as Ian. One more auto will do it, but he has to flash to get out of the... Oh, God, okay. That was an optimistic equalizer. Living Artillery not going to find him either. So Ian lives on a sliver of health, but look at this. There are super creeps moving towards the Nexus turrets, and KT maybe without...
There's a sense of dread. There's a sense of inevitability of a KT victory, although...
Well, Deft is actually going to get caught out. Beyond grabs that kill, and this could be the moment. Score going to flash his way out, just going to blast cone himself up into the sky, and now Pawn. Lots of damage, not a lot of health on the side of MVP's members, as KT still have 2 full health carries. Score looking to try and get himself in there as Smeb. Another beautiful equalizer as the Weaver's Wall comes in. Maha will get flashed on by Smeb, finds his way through, but my God, look at that damage. This is what we said as Pawn can't get autoed one more time by this Corki, who Valkyries forward, gets said auto, and now Score's going to fall down as well. Make that a triple for Ian, and MVP finally able to actually take down the minions.
This is probably the wrong decision from MVP if you think about it. Mata also is going to be a complete nuisance.
Yeah, he's just going to be frustrating.
He's trying to waste time. If they're using any damage to not finish the Baron, it's more headaches for the base.
All right, Little Ants doesn't do it, but that was so close.
You did wonder, Atlas.
Yep. We've seen crazier things. Gleaming Quill stole a Baron, Bubba Smithy, as there's a Nexus turret that is going to fall down. Finally, the rest of MVP get back. Where if you didn't kill the Cogmore, he would kill your whole team.
Still probably true.
Yeah. Oh, Maha has to use the Feather Storm. Deft still very healthy. Grand Entrance comes in, but the flash from Deft gets himself out of the way. He's all walking beautifully now as ADD looking to try and find a Gnar, but he's going down so low. Can't re-engage, and Score is even going to stay alive. Maha now can't get over the equalizer. Too much damage. Has to flash. There's now at least the Battle Dance is there from Max to give himself a shield. This inhibitor will fall down, but miraculously, no one is dead on either side.
Yes, so much damage comes in. Rain from both teams. The damage.
Well. Okay, MVP taking the aggro now.
Max in the back line. He has flash up. Remember, Def does not.
The old flanking Rakan trying to make his way through. There's the quickness.
They got
There's the entrance. Massive flick back from Pawn on the back end, but the equalizer's down. KT still looking for it as Deft. He's once again fallen down, but MVP now very, very low, and they're getting themselves into the pit. It is going to be on grabbing the Elder Drake, but can MVP actually make it out alive as they have the man advantage? Pawn, massive work in the back line as Beyond should die to this threaded volley, but it's actually going to miss. Score trying to look for him. Redemption comes in. Marduk not going to be able to grab it, but has set up the kill with that repel. As that falls down, Pawn grabs this as Smab has followed the massive creep wave towards this base, and with this many creeps, the Nexus not going to last long, and they're going to have a heroic battle against 4 members of KT, even though they've killed the Cogmore.
Yeah, Super Minion's going to do the rest of the work. This should be game victory for KT. The fight was fought on MVP's terms. They deleted the enemy Cogmore with the game. So they're going to go for a pressure draft with Camille. This is basically level 3 and beyond, though. It could be the turn.
Yeah, they're looking for the stun. They find the cocoon onto ADD, though, and Score has to flash himself out of the way. Good repel as Smeb gets himself over to the side, but Beyond should be able to find this one. Oh my God, the heal comes in, but First Blood still goes over to MVP, but Pawn's got the double buffs, and ADD.
When you're Nidalee Corki, your ganking mid lane synergy is not great. Bot lane.
Yep, that's going to be the flash. The Ignite's already down, as well as Marta's going to fall, but Maha's in trouble. Score gets himself over to Beyond, who's trying to dash his way out, but Max just keeping everyone alive.
From a lot of the minions.
Now Pawn, he's looking for more. The double terrain composition from KT, demonstrating that you don't even need a Weaver's Wall, and Talia is a fantastic gank option. I don't know. I don't know either. ADD taking a bit of damage here. Score looking for the dive. Pawn's making his way up as well. The Camille will be struggling. Really good use of the ultimate, but still going to die as Pawn just flicks him back in to his threaded volley. Doesn't tank the turret until he's dead, at least. God, Weaver's Wall's going to come in. Cocoon's going to miss, but who cares? Ultimatum comes down as well. This turret is very, very low as they're just trying to hold on to the turret aggro onto Smeb. Score picks that one up. Pawn somehow always is the first one to get the aggro. It's now Beyond can't go through the threaded volley, and despite hitting, as now Beyond is getting surrounded, and ADD is dead. That had to be a slam dunk. That felt like, you know,
we're now making a record of fact. These are the things that happen.
Boom.
Corki died.
Corki definitely died. But how are you supposed to commentate?
Heal off. And the teleport play starting, though.
That is a all right.
You know you take a lot of damage when you die in the CC duration. 4 minutes of every brush on the way to the first camp in their own jungle.
And there's nowhere that they could even use a blast. Again, multiplicative scaling of their damage stats is going to be incredible. Oh, really good blast going there as Smeb wants to get himself in. Cataclysm lands. There's the hook from Mata as he throws out the Dark Passage to no one in particular. It's going to be the Corki falling down.
More often than not, you have games like this where they look worlds apart from their enemy, as Smeb might die anyway.
He might. Flags and drags his way out as there's a Cataclysm trying to do some work. Oh my god! Almost survived, actually, is Deft with the Baron buff. Able to get a long way away.
Teleport's coming up in 10 seconds now, Atlas. That's why they won't stand up. They still have Weaver's Wall.
Yeah, it's going to come in. Maha actually caught himself behind, but does do a lot of damage. That's the inhibitor going down. KT will just back away.
So because they have the teleport, you keep that to yourself.
It's a pastry. All right, there's Cataclysm. Maha does throw out the ultimate, gets himself out of the way with the flash, but that's no buttons left to keep himself safe. Good Cocoon lands onto Max. Arrow there as well, and that's the pick that they needed to continue this pressure. Inhibitor falls, second one of the game for KT, and they're not done yet. Minion wave moving towards this mid lane inhibitor turret. Deft is still just clearing minions. In goes ADD. The ultimatum goes down as Smeb just trying to keep himself alive. Stoneplate does exactly that, as now Deft has the consistent damage. Flash right in there. He's going to die immediately, though. That was a little bit overly excited. As in goes Pawn. Shoves them all back. So much damage. He's still alive. As ADD jumps forward. The flash. Unfortunate use.
Pawn.
Oh, my God.
Sometimes Pawn is a god, Atlas.
Exactly. The threaded volley went in the wrong direction. Other than that was stunning. Oh, my God. Now KT should be able to just finish this one off. Max, of course, it's so early in this game that he's respawned again. Picks up Pawn, who almost got MVP until he just fed his life away underneath the turret here. Max is just being ignored by KT. Another day in the office for these guys as it's looking like the 2-0 over MVP. I want to apologize for the fact that we weren't really talking about much throughout the entire game, but that was because of the KT dominance that they were able to put out. That's an open Nexus. That
you can't convince them.
But what if they did? This is like the what if he makes the first jump? No one makes the first jump. No one survives that either, as Maha just explodes. Ultimatum comes in, but that's not the ultimatum you want. This is the partner giving out the ultimatum when the partner definitely wants to break up, okay? Like, this is exactly what KT wanted. That ultimatum, not so great, as now Smeb is playing with his food. The Nexus should fall down now, as hopefully my condition doesn't come back once again. Deft is here. He's got auto attacks, and there's a fountain still down. Okay, Deft, be careful. KT will be able to do it now, though. 32 minutes into the game, and MVP are flattened by KT. The warpath certainly on once again, and no 3-game series this time.